Dear children, good morning. Now we are discussing about chapter 7th, that is the applications of differential calculus. Applications of differential calculus. In the calculus, differentiation is there. By using that differentiation, that topic belongs to 11th standard. Differentiation, that differentiation applicable to many topics. So where we apply the differentiative, that differentiation applicable to acceleration and velocity and temperature increment and decrement and enlarge the sphere and what is the increaseness and decreaseness in the liquids, that we find from this. And the main thing is we determine the tangents to the curves. So what is the meaning of differentiation? So actually differentiation denoted by dy by dx. Y is the function, x is the differentiation with respect to, this means dy by dx is the differentiation with respect to x of y. In another symbol f dash of x and another symbol d by dx of f of x and another symbol d of x, d of y. Sometimes y dash also, sometimes f dash also, all are same meaning, differentiation. So we use in this many times dy by dx, otherwise d by dx of fx, otherwise simply we denote f dash x. This is the derivative symbols. So dy by dx meaning actually slope of the tangent. Suppose this is the one line with respect to x-axis and y-axis. So this slope is denoted by, this is the angle theta by the positive direction of x-axis. This is the anti-clockwise direction. This angle is theta. Theta is called inclination. What is this? Theta is called inclination by positive x-axis. In anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Theta is what? Inclination by the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. This theta is called inclination of the line. So this line slope is denoted by m. M means slope. That slope is in the differentiation, it is the dy by dx. M is equal to. So this is the gradient. Another name gradient. Dy by dx are m, gradients. So in the geometrically y is equal to mx plus c, we know this. This is the straight line equation in slope form. So here m is the slope. What is this? M is dy by dx. So actually m is meaning tan theta also. Tan theta is nothing but m, that is dy by dx. So finally m meaning what? M is the dy by dx. dy by dx meaning difference in y coordinates, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 also. According geometrically, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Difference in y coordinates by difference in x coordinates. This is the slope. So here we define dy by dx, how it will come. Suppose y is equal to f of x is the function. Here xy are real numbers, xy belongs to real numbers and variables. X is the independent variable, y is the dependent variable. Y is depending on x. If x changes to another value, some little value, then y is also changed to another value. Suppose x change to some x plus h. H is the small value. H positive here. Some variation. So then x plus h coming instead of x. Next, if x changes to some another, that means x plus h. X change to x plus h. Then y changes to y plus some another value, delta y or dy. Any change is coming. So that's why we write here y is equal to f of x. Plus then we write y plus delta y is equal to f of y plus delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x. So here delta x delta y changes. Delta x change in x, change in x. Delta y change in y, change in y. H is next. Then y is equal to what will come? F of x plus delta x minus delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x minus y. Next, delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x minus y. Minus y is what? Y is the f of x. We write here f of x. Now what is this? Delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x minus f of x. Now both sides divide with delta x. Delta y by delta x. It is the f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. Okay. Y is equal to f of x. X changes to delta x. Then y changes to delta y. Then y plus increment delta y is equal to f of x plus increment delta x. Then y delta y is equal to, this is value is equal to f of x plus delta x minus y. After this, as it is same, instead of y we write the f of x again. Then delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x minus f of x coming. So both sides we divide with delta x here and here. This is the delta y by delta x. So here, if delta x is very small, if delta x is very small, that is written as limit delta x tends to 0, not equal to 0, neighborhood of 0. Tends to 0 means to reach to 0, not 0 exactly. Then delta y by delta x, we apply the limit delta x tends to 0. This delta y by delta x. Here also we apply the limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. Okay, we apply the both sides limit delta x tends to 0. This delta x tends to 0. When we apply the delta x tends to 0, this is called dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x by delta x. This is the fundamental formula, first principle. Some formulas, instead of delta x putting the h, suppose we write that in terms of h, that is dy by dx, nothing but, whereas limit h tends to 0 f of, instead of delta x put h, x plus h minus f of x by h. This is the dy by dx formula. This is called first principle. First principle. So dy by dx is what? That is denoted by slope of the tangent. Again we explain the dy by dx, how it will come. Suppose this is the line on x-axis and y-axis origin. This line makes a angle theta by the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. We choose the any point here P x comma f of x. This is the f of x line, function in terms of x, this line. So on this line one point x and y is the f of x. Okay, so here changes to another point, this f of x changes to another point, then this point is x plus h comma f of x plus h. X point here to here, change in x plus h. So in the y coordinate it is also changed, f of x plus h. Now this is theta, this also theta. This is the verticals, otherwise projections on x-axis. It is L, M suppose. So this value is this value. This is the adjacent, this is opposite, this is also angle theta. Okay. So tan theta what? Tan theta is equal to slope MO. Difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates. Difference of y coordinates what? F of x plus h minus f of x by f of x plus h minus f of x. Difference of y coordinates. Denominator, difference of x coordinates, x plus h minus x, where x gets cancelled. So this is f of x plus h minus f of x by h. This is the dy by dx, m. M is tan theta. This tan theta or m is called dy by dx. Okay. Suppose slope of the line, how much he asking? Suppose y is equal to 3x plus 4. This represent a line, straight line. So it is compared by y is equal to mx plus c. So at the same time we identify the m is equal to 3. This is the dy by dx value. Slope is the 3 according to geometry, that is. According to differentiation, we take this function again, dy by dx is equal to 3 constant, x derivative 1, 4, 0. So dy by dx how much? 3. This value same will come. Y is equal to mx plus m is equal to 3. Here also dy by dx 3. This is the term. Okay. Next, S is a distance, suppose. S is distance. T is a function, time. And the relation with S and T, that means relation with distance and time. That is S is equal to F of T. T is a independent, S is the dependent. So this is the distance formula in terms of T. Then the distance time for this velocity formula. Velocity how we find? This is the function S in terms of T. So velocity is written as dy by dt. Here function in terms of T, variable is T here. That's why dy by dt. This is the velocity, V denoted by. And the acceleration, d square, otherwise velocity dy by dt, acceleration d square y by dt square. So here y is the s, ds by dt. Here y is the s, not y function. This is the s function, s in terms of t. So velocity, if we want, find the ds by dt, that is the v. Acceleration, second derivative, d square is by dt square. It is acceleration denoted by small a letter. Okay. Many applications having increasing, decreasing, some balloon having like this. So this balloon, volume V, we pumping the air into this balloon, this balloon is increasing. So this increment is the dV by dt. So this is the volume V, increment in volume dV by dt. Okay, children, we start the exercise 7.1. Number 1 question. A particle moves along a straight line in such a way that after t seconds its distance from the origin is s is equal to 2t square plus 3t meters given. This is the distance, this is the time. Distance time function in meters. He asking find the average velocity between t is equal to 3 and t is equal to 6 seconds. He asking average velocity. Second, find the instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity means present velocity at this moment 3 and 6. He asking. So average velocity is different and distance instantaneous velocity is also different. Now a particle moves along a straight line in such a way that after t seconds its distance the origin is, he asking. Suppose one point is here, suppose origin, one path is going on in straight line way, some distance going on. That distance formula s is equal to what given? 2t square plus 3t given. This is the function in terms of t. Next, find the average velocity between 3 and 6. So at t is equal to 3 seconds, at t is equal to 6 seconds, in this between average velocity asking. Average velocity at 6 and 3. Oh, so here I introduce the one formula. Average velocity formula. Here solution. Average velocity formula V is equal to f of B minus f of A by B minus A. This is the average velocity. B. F of B. B is the highest peak point. A is the starting point. B minus A. This difference by this difference. Y1 minus Y2. X1 minus X2, like that. The difference in Y coordinates, difference in X coordinates, like that. So here function f of B, f of A. This is the useful formula here. Now we choose the average velocity. Average velocity V is equal to, here function is not f of B, f is not given, s given, B that last maximum value 6, A is the minimum value 3, that difference 6 and 3 here. So here f of B means s of 6 minus s of A is the 3 by 6 minus 3. Okay, B is the 6, A is the 3. What asking? Between 3 and 6 asking average velocity. That's why 6 3, here also 6 3 according to this formula. Okay, we calculate the s of 6, s of 3. How much? V is equal to s of 6. We substitute the in s 6 and 3. What is the s? S is equal to 2t square plus 3t given. So s is the 2t square, 2 into t square, t is the 6 square, plus 3 into 6 close. This is the s of 6 minus s of 3, 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 by 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3, how much? 3 value. So this calculation how much? V is equal to, roughly we are doing here, 2 into 6 square, 36, 72 this, 72 plus 6 into 3, 18, how much? 10, 2, 9, 90, this value 90, 36 into 2, 72 plus 18, 90 minus here this 9 into 2, 18 plus 3 into 3, 9, this is 27 minus 27 by 3. So this value how much? Finally V is equal to 90 minus 27, 0, 10 minus 7, 3, and here 8 minus 2, 6, 6, 3 by 3. So this division 3 2s, 3 1s. So V is equal to 21. This is in meters and seconds given. Meters per second. Velocity always in meter per second. Suppose feet is given, feet per second. Kilometers given, kilometer per second. So here the average velocity V is equal to 21 meters per second. This is the average velocity. Next, he asking, find the instantaneous velocity at t is equal to 3 and at t is equal to 6. So instantaneous velocity. So here second solution, what given function? S is equal to 2t square plus 3t given. So velocity, instantaneous velocity is the ds by dt. This is the V here. V is equal to ds by dt means what? 2 into t square derivative 2t plus 3 constant t derivative 1. So this is 2 into 2 4 t plus 3. This is the ds by dt, otherwise v. He asking velocity at t is equal to 3, then v at 3 is equal to 4 into 3 plus 3. This is 12 plus 3 15. 15 what? Meters per second. Meters given and seconds given. Meter per second at 3. Next, velocity at t is equal to 6. So v at 6. 4 into 6 plus 3. 4 into 6 plus 3. This value 4 into 6 24 plus 3. It is the 27. 27 what? Meter per second. So finally, the instantaneous velocities at t is equal to 3, at t is equal to 6 is at 3 15 meter per second, at 6 27 meter per second. Okay, children. Now second problem in 7.1 exercise. A camera is accidentally knocked off an edge of a cliff 400 feet high. The camera falls a distance of s is equal to 16 t square in t seconds. First question, how long does the camera fall before it hits the ground? Question. The camera hits the ground. That time how much? Next, second question. What is the average velocity with which the camera falls during the last 2 seconds? Last 2 seconds asking that average velocity. Next, what is the instantaneous velocity of the camera when it hits the ground? 3 questions in this. So here, first we find the how much time will taken to hit the ground. This is the ground. This is the ground. In this ground, one cliff is there. This is the cliff. This is the edge. Here one camera having. One camera. This is the camera. So it is knocked off an edge. It is falling on the ground. Like this parabolic shape it comes to. It's the ground. Here coming. This is the hitting place. In this place, the time is how much will be taken. So this function given in terms of t, s is equal to 16 t square given. This is the function. S is the distance. Distance means here height. T is the time. First, given function solution. Given function s is equal to 16 t square. Next, he asking at 400 feet height, that distance is 400, then time how much to hit here. So here s is equal to 400 given. S is equal to 400 feet given. So this is the 400 feet is equal to 16 t square. T square is equal to 400 by 16. Now t square is equal to under root of 400 by 16. So t is equal to, this is 20, 400 root is the 20, 16 root is the 4 5s. So t is equal to 5 seconds. Now at t is equal to 5 seconds, that camera hit the ground. Yet t is equal to 5 seconds, that camera hits the ground. Hits the ground. Okay, this is the first question answer. After this, he asking second question. Second question, what is the average velocity with which the camera during the last 2 seconds? So here to here, when the camera hits the ground, that time is 5 seconds. Total 5 seconds. Journey 5 seconds. So last 2 seconds means, suppose here last 2 seconds. Last 2 seconds means t is equal to 2 here. So remaining 3 seconds. Here to here 3 seconds. So here actually this total time taken 5 seconds. Suppose here taken 5 seconds. Last 2 seconds means here 3 seconds. So 3 to 5, 2 seconds gap here. 2 seconds gap. Last 2 seconds means here last is the 5 seconds. Here before going to 2 seconds, it is the 3 seconds. This is the B, this is the A. So average velocity, second, average velocity formula, we know that V is equal to F of B minus F of A by B minus A. So by using this formula, V is equal to S of 5 minus S of 3 by 5 minus 3. This is the average velocity. Now S of 5 how much? V is equal to S of 5. S is what? 16 t square. 16 where t is the 5 square. 16 t square minus here also 16 into 3 square by 5 minus 3, 2. Next, velocity, 16 common here, 5 square 25 minus 3 square 9 by 2 8s. After this, velocity is equal to 8 into 25 minus 9. It is 25 minus 9, 16. So V is equal to 16 into 8, 8 6, 48, 4, 8 1s for 128 feet per second. Velocity always per second. Here distance feet, 128 feet per second. This is what average velocity. Next, third question. He asking in third question, what is the instantaneous velocity of the camera when hits the ground? So here ground, that camera hits here, that time taken 5 seconds. When the camera hits the ground, that at that time is the 5 seconds. Third question, yet t is equal to 5 seconds. The camera hits the ground. The camera hits the ground. Hits the ground. Next. Actually, S is a function 16 t square. Instantaneous velocity means dy by dx. Here ds by dt. So instantaneous velocity V is equal to ds by dt. So V is equal to ds by dt. 16 constant, t square derivative 2t. So V is equal to 32 t. V function in terms of t. So at t is equal to 5. V at t is equal to 5. You substitute 32 into 5. So this value 5 to 10, 5 3 is 15, 160 feet per second. Before last 2 minutes, 160 feet per second is the speed. Speed means here velocity. Okay, dear children. Now, fourth problem. If the volume of a cube of side length x is y is equal to x cube. Next, what asking? Find the rate of change of the volume with respect to x when x is equal to 5 units. Solution. When x is equal to 5 units, the rate of change of the volume asking. So here cube is like this. This is the origin. From the about origin, this is the cube. So this length is when 5 units, x is equal to 5. This length is x. This is x is 5 and this also 5 units and this also 5 units. 3-dimensional according to 3-dimensional geometry. X, Y, Z. About origin, this side length is the 5 units. This height also 5 units. This length also 5 units. It is the cube. So for this total value is the V. V is the value. He asking rate of change of the volume at x is equal to 5 with respect to x. Volume of cube. Volume of a cube is V. V is equal to x cube given. This function given. With respect to asking. With respect to x asking. So differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Okay. So V differentiation with respect to x, dv by dx is equal to x cube differentiation. Here x power of n differentiation d by dx of x power of n is n into x power of n minus 1. This is the formula. So according to that, n is the 3, x power of 3 minus 1. So dv by dx finally 3x square. This is the differentiation of volume with respect to x. At x is equal to 5 units, how much this rate of change with respect to x? At x is equal to 5 units, dv by dx is equal to 3 into 5 square. So this is dv by dx is equal to 5. Square is the 25 into 3, 75 meters. dv by dx. V is the unit cube. Otherwise cubic unit. This is the answer. 75 cubic units changed, rate of change. Okay, now fifth problem. If the mass m in terms of x, m of x in kgs, mass in kgs of a thin rod, one rod of length x in meters, length is in meters, is given by mx is equal to square root of 3x. Then what is the rate of change of mass with respect to the length? Length means here x. When it is x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 27 meters. What we find? Rate of change in length with respect to length. So suppose this is the rod. Its length x meters. Its its mass m. M is the mass. X is the length. So at x is equal to 3, at x is equal to 27, rate of change of mass how much? This is the x is equal to 3. At x is equal to 3, dm by dx how much asking? Here suppose 27, x is equal to 27 meters. At this dm by dx how much he asking? This is the question. This is the thin rod. This is the rod length x in meters. This mass is in kgs, mass in kgs here. So yet lengthwise, at x is equal to 3 meters length, how much rate of change in mass? At x is equal to 27, rate of change of mass how much? So dm by dx how much at 3? Dm by dx how much at 27 asking. So here x is the length of rod. Length of the rod. And m is the mass of the rod. So the relation between mass and length, relation between mass and length is given by m is equal to square root of 3x given. So m in terms of x, m of x no need, m in the function of x. So here this m is written as, again m is equal to root 3 separately, this root x, root of x, again this is written as root of 3 x power 1 by 2. This is, so this is the m only, m in terms of x, in order m is equal to root 3 into x power of 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means root of x, separated, just m is equal to root 3x, m is equal to root 3 of x power of 1 by 2, same values. Now dm by dx asking. Now dm by dx, differentiation with respect to x. X means length, with respect to length. M is the mass, rate of change of mass with respect to length. This means here root 3 constant, x power of 1 by 2 differentiation, x power of n differentiation what? Previously I told you, n into x power of n minus 1, we know this. According to that, 1 by 2 into x power of 1 by 2 minus 1. Now it is root 3 by 2 x power 1 by 2 minus 1 minus 1 by 2. That means root 3 by 2 and this minus 1 by 2 in the denominator, root x coming. In the denominator, x power of 1 by 2. X power of 1 by 2 is nothing but root of x. Now actual question is, yet x is equal to 3, then dm by dx is equal to, we substitute x value 3. So root 3 by 2 and 1 by root x, root of 3. X is the 3, substitution only. Root 3 gets cancelled, then dm by dx value is equal to 1 by 2. What 1 by 2? In the kgs. In the kgs, this is. Next. Yet x is equal to 27. Come to here. Yet x is equal to 27. dm by dx is equal to what? Root 3 by 2, 1 by root x. Root x means under root of 27. It is 1. It is root 3 by 2. This is 27. 27 root means 3 root 3 coming outside. Root 3 cancel, 1 by 6. So dm by dx is equal to 1 by 6 kgs. At x is equal to 3, 1 by 2 kg. At x is equal to 27, the rate of change dm by dx is the 1 by 6 kgs. Okay children, here sixth question. What given sixth question? A stone is dropped into a pond causing ripples. Ripples means circles in the form of a circles. The radius r of the outer ripple is increasing at a constant rate at 2 centimeter per second. Outer ripple increasing at rate of 2 centimeters per second when the radius is 5 centimeters. Find the rate of changing of the total area of the disturbed water. That is the question. What happened here? One pond is here. Suppose this is the pond, water pond. In this, one stone dropped in this. One stone dropped here. Then what happened here? Ripples formed. Ripples means concentric circles. Concentric circles means these are the concentric circles. Actually, meaning of concentric circles, center is same only. Center not changed, but radius also changed. These are the changes. Here radius R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is R4, like this, R5, R6. Many ripples having. So outer ring ripple is here, this one only. Outer ring ripple. So these are the concentric circles. Otherwise ripples. So here form a ripples. Suppose this is the outer ring. This is the stone, center point at stone. Rings are formed. Now this circle, let us here outer ring, outer ripple. So another ripple formed next, that ripple like this. Increased. This is the increased area. This is the outer ring increased. Some portion is increased here to here. So let this is the radius of the one ripple, outer ripple, radius. So here to here some changes. This is the dr. Difference in R, rate of change in R, dr. 2 centimeter per second. So this is the dr by dt given 2 centimeters per second given. Rate means with respect to time. After that, area of this circle is actually A is equal to pi r square. This is the area. He asking disturbed area, disturbed water. So this is the disturbed water. He asking dA by dt how much? This is the question here. This outer ripple radius is r. So increasing at the rate of dr by dt 2 centimeter per second given. Next, yet 5 centimeters. This r is equal to 5 centimeters. Then dA by dt how much? So r given, dr by dt given. We find the dA by dt from the area. Area formula 5 r square for the circle. So here let r is the radius of outer ripple, outer ring, outer circle any, and rate of change in radius r by dt is equal to 2 centimeters per second given value. Question asking rate of change in area, how much? This is the question. That means dA by dt, how much? This is the question. So first of all, area of the circle or ripple, outer ripple, A is equal to pi r square. Okay, this is the area of the circle or ripple. So differentiating with respect to time, that is dA by dt is equal to pi constant r square to r, totally 2 pi r derivative. R is derivative is the dr by dt, not 1, dr by dr 1, but with respect to time dr by dt. So dA by dt is equal to 2 pi. So yet r is equal to 5 centimeters given. You substitute here 5, dr by dt is the 2, 10 or 20 pi is equal to 25 centimeter square per second. 25 centimeter